Imagine a hot, humid night in the Caribbean. The year is 1791. The air on Saint-Domingue is thick with the sweet smell of sugarcane and the salty tang of the sea. But tonight, something else hangs in the air. Revolution. Under the cover of darkness, thousands of enslaved people gather, armed with torches and a burning desire for freedom. This was not just a small protest. It was the beginning of a storm that would change the world forever. The night sky, usually filled with stars, was about to be lit by the fires of rebellion. Plantations, symbols of oppression, were set ablaze. The crackling of flames mixed with shouts and the clash of makeshift weapons. For years, these estates had been prisons. Now they were battlegrounds. The enslaved moved with a purpose denied them their entire lives. This was the moment they stopped being objects and started becoming the authors of their own destiny. It was a powerful explosion of human spirit against an inhuman system. This was the start of the Haitian Revolution, the only time a rebellion of enslaved people led to an independent nation. They fought against French, Spanish, and British armies, all wanting control of this wealthy island. But the revolutionaries had a cause more powerful than any army: the idea that they deserved to be free. This is the story of how they did it, a story of incredible courage and the unbreakable power of the human will to be free. Why should a revolution, over 200 years ago, matter today? The fight for justice and equality is never over. The Haitian Revolution declared that no one should be enslaved, a message still vital today. When people stand against injustice, they walk in the footsteps of the Haitian revolutionaries. This revolution is a profound source of inspiration, an underdog story of self-freed people defeating Europe's superpowers. It proved that systems of injustice can be dismantled. Remembering the Haitian Revolution gives us courage, reminding us that change is possible against overwhelming odds. The story of Haiti challenges simple narratives of history, reclaiming a vital piece of human history. It helps us understand the roots of racism and inequality that still exist today. The revolution's lessons about unity and sacrifice are timeless, teaching us that true change requires immense sacrifice. The echoes of their struggle are a call to action for all of us. Before the revolution, Saint-Domingue was the pearl of the Antilles, the most profitable colony in the world. It produced almost half of all sugar and coffee consumed in Europe, making French plantation owners incredibly rich. But this wealth was built on the backs of enslaved African people. Hundreds of thousands were kidnapped from Africa, forced onto ships, and brought to Saint-Domingue. The work on sugar plantations was grueling and dangerous, often lasting 16 hours a day. The average lifespan for an enslaved person was shockingly short. The society was deeply divided: white plantation owners, less wealthy whites, free people of color, and at the bottom, the enslaved. This rigid social structure was a powder keg waiting to explode. The pearl of the Antilles was beautiful, but its beauty masked a system of profound injustice. In 1789, the French Revolution erupted, demanding liberty, equality, fraternity. These ideas traveled to Saint-Domingue, promising hope to some and threatening others. White plantation owners saw an opportunity for more freedom for themselves, not for others. The free people of color believed equality was meant for them, demanding recognition as full French citizens. Their struggle created a major crack in the colony's social order. Meanwhile, the enslaved people knew exactly what freedom meant: the end of bondage. The French Revolution provided them with an opportunity. The divisions among the free people, chaos in France, and language of universal rights gave them the opening they needed. The whispers from across the ocean became a roar in their hearts. The enslaved population was ready to seize their moment. The stage was set for a revolution that would change history. The revolution began not in a government building, but with a spiritual ceremony. On August 14, 1791, a Vodou priest named Dutty Boukman gathered leaders in a forest called Bois Caiman. Vodou was a powerful source of unity and strength for the enslaved people. In this secret ceremony, they prayed, made a pact, and planned their uprising. Boukman spoke of a god of the oppressed who would guide them to victory. This ceremony was the spiritual spark that lit the flame of rebellion. Just 1 week later, the northern plain of Saint-Domingue erupted in violence. Thousands rose up, attacking masters and setting fire to cane fields and sugar mills. The initial revolt was brutal and chaotic, a raw outpouring of rage. The French authorities were caught off guard, unable to crush the rebellion. The fight for freedom had begun, and there was no turning back. A key figure emerged: Toussaint Louverture, a formerly enslaved man who joined the rebel forces. He was a thoughtful and strategic man, realizing this was a historic moment. Louverture began to train soldiers, instilling a sense of purpose and military order. This was the rise of the revolution's greatest general and leader. Toussaint Louverture was a remarkable man, born into slavery, but taught to read and write. He was a student of history and philosophy, bringing a brilliant strategic mind to the revolution. Louverture transformed bands of rebels into a professional army. His genius was playing colonial powers against each other. Initially allying with the Spanish, he later switched to the French Republic when they abolished slavery. He drove foreign powers out of Saint-Domingue, becoming the most powerful man in the colony. By 1801, Louverture was the ruler of a semi-independent Saint-Domingue. He restored order, revived the economy, and created a constitution declaring all people free and equal. While claiming loyalty to France, he acted as the leader of an independent state. Louverture achieved the impossible, a former slave governing the most valuable colony in the world. Across the ocean, Napoleon Bonaparte rose in France, aiming to rebuild the French Empire. He saw Louverture's power as a challenge and wanted to restore slavery for profits. In 1802, Napoleon sent a massive fleet to crush the revolution. Initially successful, the French tricked Louverture into arrest, but their promise not to restore slavery was a lie. When news spread, the rebellion exploded into a total war for independence. Louverture's generals, led by Jean-Jacques Dessalines, rejoined the fight. The war became brutal, with Haitians using guerrilla warfare and their knowledge of the terrain. An unexpected ally, yellow fever, decimated the French army. Polish soldiers, recognizing the Haitian struggle as their own, switched sides. By the end of 1803, the French army was defeated. On January 1, 1804, Dessalines declared the independent nation of Haiti. Haiti, derived from the Taino word Haiti, meaning land of high mountains, was born. The revolutionaries had achieved the impossible, creating a free nation. Their defiance against Napoleon's gamble reshaped history. Winning the war was monumental, but the victory came at an enormous cost. After a decade of warfare, Haiti was in ruins, its economy shattered. The new nation was born into extreme poverty, facing a hostile world. Europe and the United States, slave-owning societies, isolated Haiti. They refused to recognize its independence, cutting it off from the global economy. In 1825, France demanded reparations for lost property, including enslaved people. Haiti had no choice but to agree, taking massive loans to pay the debt. This debt crippled Haiti's development for over a century. The price of freedom was paid in blood and gold, a profound injustice. Haiti's struggles today are shaped by this legacy. Despite immense challenges, the Haitian Revolution left a powerful legacy. It was a beacon of hope for enslaved people, inspiring rebellions and resistance. Haiti's existence was a reminder that the system of slavery was not invincible. The revolution had a profound impact on the United States, leading to the Louisiana Purchase. Haiti's victory reshaped the map of North America. The revolution challenged racist ideas, proving people of African descent were capable of self-governance. Haiti's story inspired Black leaders and activists, challenging white supremacy. Today, the Haitian Revolution teaches us about unity, sacrifice, and hope. It reminds us that history is made by those who dare to imagine a different world. The revolutionaries fought for human dignity, showing the triumph of the human spirit. Their legacy is one of strength and resilience. The fire they lit continues to light the way for a more just and equal world.